And then, wow, it's a party all up in here. Hi, Uchi-san, Silvery, Denishu. Hi, Denny, I missed you. How's everybody doing on this, pretty standard Monday? Adjusting my sound levels. Is that better? No. Ohayou gozaimasu. I think that's no, nope. Miss me too. How have I been? I've been pretty good. You know, October started, which means my art challenge is in full swing. I decided to bring back my Pokemon RNG drawing challenge from 2023. So I've been keeping myself busy with that. The drawing itself is pretty short and it only takes about like 20-25 minutes each, but editing the videos afterwards, that's where it gets like time consuming. It's fun, but you'd be surprised how strict copyrights around music clips are. Even if they're only 2 minutes long, YouTube is so sensitive about it. It's been giving me a bit of trouble. Anyways. You got some noise issue, gotta navigate around, which included moving your bed to another room, temporarily. Oh, is it because of your new neighbors that you mentioned last time? That sucks. Is it that bad? What are they doing over there? Can barely hear my sound. There we go. Maybe? Yeah, that's better. Okay. Volume. I think we're set. Okay. I was gonna ask how the weather is for everybody because it was briefly cool where I am, but now we're back in like the low 80s. It is currently 84 outside. I don't get it. It's October. I'm so tired of summer. Can we please have chill weather now? These guys are cute. Namahage? Yes. Whoop. Alright. I should just sliced it. Whoops. Yup, having the water pipes going through bedroom walls is a problem when they're using them at 3 a.m. Ooh. I see. 22 度. Oh, this is she, isn't it? You know. Whoa. What is this? Okay. Guess I can't stand on it. Oh my god, yes, it was like 84 there. But from the weather, it's the last hot day should cool off after this. Thank goodness. I think it's still gonna be comfortably warm, like toasty here for the next couple of days, but it'll go back down to like mid 70s. 30 degrees there. You need to cool down. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I am so sorry to hear that. Please someone tell the weather fairy to chill. やばすぎる。本当ですね。30度やば。まあね、香港はね、暑いって有名ですもんね。Yeah. Well, maybe Now that we're in the snowy regions of Okami, we can all enjoy the snow and, like, vicariously through Ami get a bit of cool atmosphere. Enjoy the breeze. Although Easton doesn't seem to like it. Rawr! Look, fire! Fire! Guess we're not gonna freeze to death after all. Don't get too close, Easton. Ooh. Okami で冬感じ、そうです。やっと雪山に入ったんでね。これで少しは涼しく感じるといいな。What's your problem, Amy? I'm allowed to relax in front of the fire, ain't I? Freedom units is crazy. What's a freedom unit? I'm not familiar with this term. Also, hey CB, you didn't use your usual entry sticker. Didn't expect you to say anything at all, actually. You're busy with Hades 2. I'm jealous. Y'all, I've been playing Hades 2 all weekend now that I'm free from my commission. And, I'm already 25 hours in. I've done 30... Oh, Fahrenheit, got it. Wow, how have I never heard of that term? Thank you. Yeah, I'm 25 hours into Hades. I've done over 30 runs now, and I have yet to beat either of the bosses. I'm so embarrassed. I'm frustrated at myself. I think I might have taken longer in the first Hades game, but like I've practically unlocked all the power-ups and boosts possible to me, and I still haven't defeated him. I came close a couple times, but man, I'm like ashamed. 気づいていすん。なんだっけ？志村後ろ後ろ。Oops. What is it? Is that like a pig mask? Yikes! You... How dare you attack us when we trespass into your supposed tent? Oh, the suspense is killing me. Oh, he's cool. The audacity. Yeah. You see that, Amy? I'm not talking about that silly mask. I mean his sword. That puppy's a bona fide masterpiece. Finally, a normal repression to a wolf just showing up in your house. True response. Okay, I was wondering what repression meant. True enough. That was the most sane reaction yet. I can't really move around. Now it's just a question of amigo or enemigo. Looks like he means business. That's not a very samurai stance. Okikurumi? Oh. 一騎打ちを希望ですか。おお、やべ。いきなりボス。小ボス。Whoops. Nice. Alright. Oh, he can freeze! Yikes. Oops. Well, that's not fair. What? I like half expect them to get staggered by my weapons, but nope. Oh man, I suck. How am I supposed to start a stream with a mini boss fight? I know there's fire, but I need to figure out which moves to use it on. Alright, it doesn't work, never mind. Eeh. Wow, really? Oh man, this is so bad. Nope. I wonder. Is that it? Nope. Alright. I keep pressing the wrong button to guard. He has so much more range than I expect. Goddamn. What am I supposed to do? I got Fang at least. Whoops. Yikes. Try slashing the sword back at him? Is that even possible? Whee! Whoops. Do I need to equip my own sword? Ow, 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 ow. Unlike the smaller enemies, he's so much faster. Wow. I thought I held my shield up there, what the hell? Whoops. This is not how I expected today to go. Wow. This sucks. Oh. Oh, that goes so far! What the fuck? Oh, well, thought maybe I could shoot those projectiles back. I did something there. Eh, damn it. Oops. Oh, that was unsatisfying. Oh! He transforms. Okay! Phase 2! Not expecting this. Oh, man. Whoa, okay. Oh, those are big. Ah! Holy fuck! I hate how these attacks are like not as telegraphed. And why is there so much fire around this? Like, what am I supposed to use them for? If not to light them on fire. Light them up, up, up. At least I got a fang. Oh, that was cool. Take that. Ooh. Now I kind of wish I did have the sword on me. It would have been cool. A sword on sword fight. Yes. Something happened. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yes, at least I'm getting fangs, if anything. Oh my god. Ow, ow, ow. Wow, this is so unfair! It's 3-on-1, what the fuck? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, y'all are... annoying. Ow. Yikes. They just keep coming, what the hell? Stop it. I wanted to time it. Oh my god. There's like no opening! Holy shit, what's that move? Dang, this guy has so many attack patterns, what the hell? Oh my god, this is violent. Oh man. Oh my god. Can you like chill? You know, dogfighting is illegal in 16 states. Whoa, he missed. Please just die. Oh my god, that sucked. 第二形態、いやー、マジでミニボスじゃん。This is what I get for trespassing? I can still swap in battle. Yeah, but I think the beads were still better because it had range. Ah, that sucked. I'm so sorry. Not bad, white one. やりましたね、なんとか。なんて、みっともない戦い方。いやー、むずい。I am Oki warrior of the Oina tribe? I love this theme song. You are obviously not of our tribe. And I can see that you are no mere wolf either. What name do you go by? This here is Amaterasu, the great savior of Nippon. Nailed it. The great savior of but enough about that. Why'd you have to go attack us? And what are you doing with that sword in the first place? Oh, I see you have a poncle with you. Poncle? Wait, is that Isun? I haven't seen you around in ages. Must be nice to be able to roam Nippon on the back of a wolf, huh? Wolfy friendly fight. I don't know about friendly. Good. Was that his way of a warm welcome? I heard you got tired of painting and ran from this land in disgust about a year ago. So why did you come back? Did you have second thoughts? Why you? I don't know who you two think you are, but you're nothing like the legendary Shiranui and the pint-sized warrior. I don't know, they're pretty close. Fit the bill. Bah! Put a cork in it, will ya? Why don't you start by telling us why you have that sword? This sword? My favorite sword? My father gave me this sword. Only CB gets that reference. I have this sword because the time to wield it has come. What? As you well know, Okami is a harsh land covered in snow and ice. And the monsters that infest the region only make our life worse. Yet we, the Oina tribe, have managed to survive to this day. Is Oina short for something? Because I noticed Oki is short for something, but I'm not sure what Oina stands for. Unless it's Oinari, which is highly suspect. It is because the sacred Ezo-Fuji mountains have watched over us. However, our mothers and protectors, our most sacred of mountains, have been taken over by those demons. Yes, I speak of the twin demons, Lechku and Nechku. That's not the most menacing names. Tipsy and Topsy. They had been imprisoned at the twin summits of Ezo-Fuji, but they suddenly broke free one day and began their deadly assault upon the land of Kami. Oh my god, the term deadly assault kind of triggered me there. Fucking Zenless. The new deadly assault season started a couple days ago, so I was doing that last night. It's not that bad, but oh man. I still can't get 9 stars on that challenge. Not that I'm trying that hard, but most I've done is 8. The snowstorms grew more intense, transforming Kami into a frozen wasteland. Those demons are back! I love how we just brush past the fact that this guy knows Isun, but Isun doesn't seem to recognize him in return. I love that we're not addressing this. Many of our tribe have been killed by their relentless attacks. It was as if they roamed our land in search of something. But they mercilessly slaughtered all the Oina they came across. The good earth is losing its power and its soul. Without these gifts of the gods, Kami will become uninhabitable. Clenches fist. Curse you, demons! He screams at the sky. I must slay those wretched demons now before it is too late. What about the villagers? They should be battling the cold that blasts down from Ezo-Fuji. After all, our village lies at their base. It is only a matter of time before Kami becomes an icy tomb. An icy tomb? Then what are you doing out here with that guardian sword? Why did you bring it out of the village? Did I not say the time to use the sword has come? You've heard of the prophecy of salvation, have you not? The wall of ice shall shatter and open the way to the heavens. When Ktone, the guardian sword, glows silver. It means that when this sword glows silver, ridding the village of this abominable blizzard will be child's play. The sword's gonna start glowing? He asks as if that's not the most absurd thing he's seen so far on this journey. Yes, but Kutone will not wake until it has tasted more monster blood. So I will continue slaying the foul beasts wherever they may be. Until Kutone lights our way to victory. Who you calling a foul beast? Yeah, I get it. I sucked. Thank you. It appears the blizzard has lightened a bit. I know not when the demons will launch another terrible blizzard. But now would be your best chance to flee to the village. I almost read blizzard as blitzkrieg. I don't know, something that like... I've never heard someone use the word launch with blizzard. So I thought launch a blitzkrieg. Wait a sec, Oki. I can't believe the chief let you take that sword. Oh, so this Isun does know this guy. I mean, he tanned my hide once for just touching the darn thing. I already told you the time to wield it has come. Did you hear that, Isun? The wall of ice shall shatter and open the way to the heavens when Ktone, the guardian sword, glows silver. It means that when the sword glows silver... sword glows silver. Why is that such a tongue twister? Ridding the village of this abominable blizzard will be child's play. But Ktone will not wake till it has tasted Mamoru's blow. We read this. Yep. Okay. Good talk? Do I just leave? 言いにくいの来たな。思ったより難しかった。Nothing. Great. Aw. Oh, it's like a warrior snowman. That's cute. This is an archer's house? It sure is. Of all the recurring characters, I didn't think it'd be this guy. Wow. かわいい、確かに。雪だるまに剣つけるの初めて見ましたけど。What the? Now my arrows bring on thunder? This can't be a coincidence. Doesn't seem like a curse either. This must be fate. This has to be a sign from the gods. I feel like I'm playing Hades again. It's my destiny to live and die with my arrows. All this time I've been saying I wanted to do big things. But I was really just traveling so I could have an easy life. Boy, I am jealous. Now I see there's no such thing as an easy path. Not when you devote yourself to mastering one thing. The gods have shown me my true path, the path of archery. So, what are you gonna do now? The time's come for me to stop being so whimsical. My real journey starts here and now. We must have some kind of strange link between us. It's only when you two are around that the gods show their hand. Wow, this guy's smarter than Susano. He figured out something. I'll never forget both of you. If we ever meet again, let's share a few apples together. Farewell, my friends. That's so many apples. The apple guy's gone. Boy, he sure was he sure was all fired up, even more so than usual. なんてまっすぐなやつなんでしょう。Maybe he's finally found his reason to live. If only all of us could do that. You hope we see him in the sequel. Oh! Yeah, he has to, right? There must be more archery for him. If not, he's gonna be there as the apple guy. My apples! Instead of my cabbages. Oh, cranes? That's so pretty! But usually good guy doesn't live. Shh, we don't say that. He's fine. He's made it this far as an NPC. He'll be in the sequel, surely? I hear sheep. Oh, they're right behind me. Herbs. That's a big sheep. 綺麗ですね。雪景色っていいですよね。私すごい好きです。雪国育ちなんで。でもね、雪もね、あまり長引くと困るんですけど。Whoa, yellow scrolls? That's scary. What the? Okay. Yukiwarashi. I was just saying, snow is pretty and all, but if it lasts for more than like a month, I'm already over it. Whoop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As much as I wish I could... Ow. As much as I wish I could use the flaming brush, there's really... not many opportunities. Oh, I'm not doing any damage. Okay. Nope. Alright. Well, I can avert that attack. I don't know what to do here. How to damage. Okay. Something happened. Oh, wait. Okay, it melted. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking with fire, literally. Haha. Look at that snow. Would love to roll around in it. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Whoa, shit. It's been a hot summer, this is true. I see what you mean now. Let me touch the tail, my dude. Shit. 尻尾の炎で自滅してる。自分で弱点を作ってるっていうね。Ow. Ow. Alright. How about... Nope. Stop it. Really? Why do you have so many iframes? Ow. Can I cut the tail? Like... No. I was like, can you stop facing me? God damn. I can't cut it. How did I reveal the fire that one time? Okay, I guess. What a strange fight this is. Okay. Smack it all out. Yeah, I guess so. It didn't feel like I was doing anything because there was no feedback visually or through the controller. I don't know. I can chop that thing at least. Whoa, a bear! Am I supposed to feed that too? Okay, I guess. I eat fish, right? Yeah. That is a very bottom heavy bear. It's like pear shaped. It's a pear bear. Okay, maybe I should move on. That's a weird looking screen. クマ大きいですよね。最近日本のニュースですごいクマの出現してる話聞きますけど。What's with all the masks around here? Very bear, the barest of bears. Did you guys know that there's a annual fat bear contest? I'm not sure who actually runs it, but like every winter or so, Tumblr people start sharing pictures of the fattest bear that people have seen. You've heard of it. It's crazy how big they can get. They look so huggable, but unfortunately, they're too dangerous. They do not want the hugs. 冬眠に向けてなんですかね。多分そうですね。It's like Discovery Channel or something. Oh, okay, okay. Here I was thinking like Nat Geo. I don't know. I've never really cared much for bears until I started playing Zenless, and Ben Bigger turned into like one of my favorite characters. Your bear is very nice and huggable. I see what you did there. Gonna have to bear with your puns. 観光客が襲われたとかあった気がする。マジっすか。怖いな。小学校とかの校庭に出てきたっていう話もありましたけど、最近クマ多いですね。怖いな。ラプッチさんも気を抜かないで常にクマに注意しないとですね。Oh, hello there, Wolf. I had a feeling I wouldn't get much business in this blizzard. And it looks like I was right. I suppose an animal like you wouldn't understand. But it's tough trading in the snow looking out for monsters. The thing is, I can't just leave. Some people need me. Can you imagine how hard it is? If you have any sympathy at all, you'll buy something. Okay. People get into it. You'll see a pic of a bear and random commenters will be able to ID it because of the fat bear contest. That's crazy. Some people watch too much. That's not what I wanted to sell. Some people watch too much TV, it sounds like. And it might be Nat Geo, one of the educational channels. I would assume so. Nat Geo or Animal Planet. That was definitely my favorite channel as a kid. Come home from school and immediately turned on Animal Channel. Animal Planet. もうクマが人間を恐れてない。まあ恐れる必要もないですもんね。I am rich. To what end? I need some heals just in case, I guess. Ooh, completely restores solar energy. I guess I'll hold on to one of those. Did you? Oh yes, you loved Animal Planet. Nice, fellow Animal Planet fan. I used to also really want those zoo books, magazines. That might be like the most 90s kid thing ever. Maybe that's where I gained my interest in animals. Between that and shows like Zaboomafoo and Blue's Clues and stuff, I feel like 90s shows really made me appreciate animals that most people don't really think about. I think you had a couple of those. They were around for a long time. Really? That's really cool you had some. What kind of stuff was written in there though? Like animal facts? Pictures? I've only ever seen the covers on the ad. So I don't actually know what kind of articles they would feature. PNG2, can I upgrade anything? Yeah. I need the healths. Let's be real, that's the wrong way. Is that who I think it is? Yes, it is. Speaking of recurring characters. Oh, he's wearing a little tunic, that's cute. Are we gonna do more fishing? Probably got them secondhand, you don't think your parents ordered them. Short blurbs and animal facts, some pictures, that's neat. It makes sense if you got them secondhand, because I was about to say, wasn't it like subscription based? Like you order a batch of magazines over time instead of like grabbing a couple on demand? Nothing too crazy, they were targeted for kids. Okay. Still sounds fun though.
Huh? Is that you, doggy? Remember me? We played together back in Nagata Forest.
Kokari, is that cute? Is that you? How'd you get all the way out here?
I wanted to become a real man like Susano.
Oh, he's got a new bunny cap. That's a little creepy. It looks scarier than before. I don't really like it.
So I took my dad's fishing pole and set out on an epic journey. You know, I like the river, but it's nothing like the vast sea. It makes me realize just how insignificant my life was.
Wow, this kid's profound. Ah, the cranes! I want to feed them. Wow, you're no longer that crybaby I met back in Nagata Forest. Now that I think about it, you look more grown up too.
You really think so? I've seen a lot of Nippon's great outdoors, but the vast icy sea of Kamui is a far harsher environment than anywhere else. If I could prove myself equal to the harsh wilderness here, maybe I could become a real man like Susano.
Oops, he has more to say. There he is again, getting back into nature with his fishing pole. And without line or bait to boot.
Now I know why my dad cherished this pole. When I hold it in my hands, I can hear Mother Nature herself speak. Hey doggy, how about we do some fishing, just like old times?
Think you'll be better than Susano, kid. True that. The bar is pretty low. Could say it's on the ground. We haven't seen Susano in a hot minute. Is he coming back at all? Because here I thought he was gonna be like the equivalent to the legendary hero with Ami. But now we got Isun being called as such.
I want to show you what I can do now.
Okay. What are we gonna fish this time? Yup.
I got a bite.
Oop. He sounds like a toad. Oh, look at the cheeks on the blowfish. 釣りだ。私釣りゲーム大好きなんでもういくらでもやってられるかもしれません。現実での釣りでもいいですけどね。Way to go, Amy! The more you fish, the more larger fish will come. Keep it up. I guess? I only just realized how long this pole is. Wow. Oh, that's a clam? Oyster? Scallop! Oh, hotate da. Hotateいいな. You're on a roll, champ! Don't give up now! Alright. Ooh, can we get that big in right there? フグだ、ホタテだ。まあお腹空いちゃいますね。明日回転寿司にでも行こうかな。This is making me crave sushi. I might go to Kura Sushi tomorrow for lunch. Okay, one more and then I'll move on, I guess. Oh yeah, that's a big guy. Whoa, squid! Nice. Squid's one of my favorite sushi nigiris. Truth be told. Hey, I got so excited I forgot everything else. You're right, we gotta get back to business. Bringing us along, right? Sure? I mean, I am a Kura Sushi member. I guess I can treat y'all to sushi. If I get enough points. You remember doing this and a really big one showed up? Took ages to pull out? You were done after that. What was it though? I'm sure I would have. If I wasn't streaming and I was just playing this by myself, I would have gotten to that point. I could fish forever. I love these fishing games, as you guys might know. I also enjoy fishing in real life, even though I don't get many chances to do it. Don't remember. Don't think it was a shark. Okay. I'm glad to hear there's no sharks in this lake. Denishu, what sushi do you like? I'm not sure we've ever talked about it before. おごりならとりあえず飛行機取るか。こっちでお寿司食べるためだけの飛行機って高すぎないっすか？お寿司よりも高いっすよ。まあでもね、カリフォルニア来たならちょっとは案内できるかな。でもね、やっぱお寿司は日本の方が美味しいですよ。
Yes, that was a pretty big one. Do you really have some unusual fish out here in Kamui?
I would beg to differ. I think squid, scallops, and blowfishes are pretty plain. What's over here? Oh, is this a dojo? Ikura kana? Ikura 好きなんだ. Oh, yep. It is a dojo. Good thing I'm loaded now. 私、イクラ苦手だからちょうどいいや。全部、デニさんにあげるわ。さすがにそれだけにはいかないで、やめといてください。まあでもカリフォルニアはいっぱい見どころありますからね。
Look who's here! Greetings, my little wolf friend.
お、ラプチさんサーモン好きですか？私も好き。サーモンいいですよね。炙りサーモンも美味しいし、トロサーモンも美味しいし。マジいくらでもいけるかも。私イカも好きだけど、一時期くら寿司でなんつったっけ、マグロユッケの軍艦があって、それが超美味しかったんですよね。ネギトロに見える軍艦の上に卵黄が乗ってて、もうほんと美味しくて。でもあれしばらくしたらなくなっちゃったんで、もう食べられないと思うんですよね。ここら辺では残念すぎます。But not you again. Can't you just pick a place to run your dojo and stick with it?
I've already explained myself, no? Be it a lone isle among the waves or the most frigid mountain peak. I forge a warrior's path throughout the land.
Ah, you're one serious dude, and here I thought you were laid back. サーモンだけで10巻行ったことある。すげえ。それは若いうちにしかできないことですね。今のうちに油を楽しみましょう。多分30超えたらだいぶきついと思います。Your face really changes when you get down to base business. Oh, Ethan, you're so literal. And what has brought you here? Do you once again seek my tutelage in the fighting arts? Hardhead Ishiatama. Ooh, counter dodge. 10,000, 30,000. Holy Falcon. Wait. Holy Eagle maneuvers will now damage enemies. Okay, I was about to say they mistyped Falcon to Eagle in the description, but no. Is there a reason these are orange? They're not even the most expensive ones. That's a lot of skills though, holy shit. 揚げ物もある程度いける。揚げ物いいっすよね。こっちのクラス寿司でポップコーンシュリンプの巻き寿司があるんですけど、あれ意外と辛くて美味しいんですよね。Are the highlighted ones like recommended? Oh, no, it's like an upgraded version to a previous skill. Okay. Yeah, let's try that then. I have the rosaries on. So you once again choose to try your hand at the fighting arts? I suppose I've had no choice. I'll do as you wish and allow you to enroll in my dojo. But I must warn you, I won't hold back this time. Ah! Ooh! Wah! Are you mentally prepared to handle the ultimate challenge? 最近エビの天ぷら食えるようになった。いいですね。エビ天好き。私も天ぷらは大学入ってからの方が好きかな。それまではあんまり大して好きじゃなかったんですけど、かき揚げとかかぼちゃとか美味しいですよね。Let the lesson begin! We'll practice a spirit Armageddon rosary technique. Take these tips to heart and remember them as we train. Press Y to begin the attack. Press Y rapidly in succession. Repeat until you connect 8 consecutive rosary hits. Oh. The more you press Y, the more powerful the hits become. Attack quickly and with beauty. Attack fiercely and with fury. Give it all you've got and send the evil ones packing. Okay. Yep. Thank you, sir. Nice. It doesn't feel much faster, but it's nice that I can do a longer combo. Whoa, the different flower petals, that's cool. Alright, I get it. Thank you, Gramps. The flames on his robe always makes me think of Anton. Damage enemies with this new dodge. What's the most expensive one? Golden Fury? Press A to insult foes and get demon fangs. That sounds hilarious. I get to bark at enemies and make them lose a tooth. Yes, yes. I really wish... I might be asking for a lot from a 20-year-old game, but I really wish we could just talk to this guy inside the dojo to change training regimens so that we don't have to go through this whole sequence every time. Oh, not bark? Oh, interesting. But it's A. A's the bark button. A for arf arf. During battle, press A to insult the enemy. Doing so will cause your foe to drop a demon fang. Well, that was simple enough, okay. Thank you. Oh my god. It does damage too. Hold on. Does this even have a check mark? This won't drop a demon thing, will it? Okay, well I guess that's one way to insult them. What does Amy say though, I wonder? Oh, I'm sure Amy has like the biggest dictionary of insults. Oh man. Interesting to me that she pees like a male dog. Naniをしてるんだ。なんかこれでちょっと敵を怒らせて、ドロップアイテムを集めるらしいんですけど。あんまり連発しない方がいいかな。Shows dominance, yeah. True enough, she is girl boss. I absolutely think Amy would have the most colorful vocabulary though. Ooh. Oh, you have to equip the same weapon type to gain more attack power. That's interesting. How did I get the 4 shears before the 3 shears? I don't know. Let's try this one. Yes, blah blah blah. Oops. Holy Falcon. Holy Falcon is an evolved version of Holy Eagle. Press B to jump, then press it again to jump higher. The Holy Falcon causes attack power to accumulate. That power changes the jump into an aggressive and powerful attack. Okay. I think so. So it's just double jumping through enemies? Hmm. 顔を反転させたら違う人格が出るのか。そうなんです。 面白いですよね。上下どちらにも顔に見えるっていう。デザインとギミックは面白いんですけど、どうしてそうなってるのかあまり現実では考えちゃダメですねI guess that's fine. Break objects that you couldn't before by tackling them. Okay. Like rocks? Not sure. Don't. Oh, sorry. Just press Y. Your head turns to seal, not even iron boulders stand in your way. Okay, so it is for rocks? With practice, hard head will evolve and grow stronger. Be headstrong. I see what they did there. Don't let any obstacle stand in your way. Okay. Oh, I thought they would provide some kind of example as a target, but okay, I guess I'll just keep headbutting and bonking into stuff like a headless chicken. I should probably get the attack boosts, but I like having different weapons in each slot, so I think I'm good for now. Oops, sorry Foxies, didn't mean to run into you there. Am I just heading north? Oki talked about his village. Yeah. Okay. I might save first, because any good gamer saves when the chance comes. Whee! Screech! Alright. On the way there, I have a funny story to share with you guys that happened to me in CB yesterday. I don't know if he's listening right now, but so CB, my husband, and I went to a cafe for lunch, as we usually do on the weekends. Kumatan makes fun of you saving every second. Why? Kumatan, Tsuki. Of all people, he should know better. Call him in here. I'm gonna scold him. Bats! Oh, look at the bats! Oh my gosh, they're so cute. How can I feed them? Oops. I don't wanna disturb them. Oh my gosh, little sky puppies! That doesn't do anything. Oh my gosh. I don't think I have to be in here. I just got so excited about the bats. Don't think bats are feedable, you try. Are you serious? What? I guess that makes sense if they're fruit bats. I don't really have fruits. If they're vampire bats, I don't really have blood to offer. Oh man, that's so sad. Okay, Okami 2. Better have feedable bats. It could even be like the smaller bats that suck flower nectar. Don't think they're anywhere else in the game either. Seriously? God damn it. I got my hopes up and everything. Well, I shall feed them in my hearts. Webgear? これアイヌ語か？アイヌ語を元にしてんのか？でも北海道じゃないし、ちょっとわけわからん。I guess my funny story will have to wait later. Maybe if Minty shows up. Whoa! It's like the whole village has been frozen solid. I wonder if anyone's still alive. One would hope so. Oh look, a save space. I probably should have expected one to be here. Todo. そうですね、完全に氷漬けですね。木も樹氷みたい。Hey, I mean, come on, we've got better things to do. But I want to read! The one time I want to know what it says, you don't let me read? What the fuck? Can't a dog get some education around here? That ice is actually slippery, wow. This is a neat village, though. Nobody is to be seen. Where am I going? What am I looking for? Am I just going upstairs? As much as I love the snowscape, I can only handle so much of it. This door won't budge. What about my hard head? Okay. Got some solid security around here. Oh, little sheeps. They almost look dead. Had me scared for a minute. They're just sleeping. They're sleepy sheepies. They were counting themselves and fell asleep. You know you say it for every place, but this is one of your favorites. So I remember you said that last week. I can see why though, like all the white snow, so serene. That's a waterfall. Oh, yep. Oh, that's a little one. Okay, that's cute. Oh, hi, bear. Guarding the chest. If I offer you this, will you let me pass? God, that bear is thick. かわいいかわいいっすよね。このゲームほんと動物みんな可愛くて。Oh, it's a bead. Nice. I keep forgetting their thing. みんな可愛いからつい餌あげたくなっちゃいますけど。なんでコウモリだけ餌あげられないんだ。Whoa. The best part. I so agree. Now that I know I can feed most animals I come across, feeding is the best part. I guess it's morning? Where am I going? Okay. Found somebody. He looks angry though. Samical. Hey, my name's Sam. Is it short for Samantha? Nope, it's short for Samical. Nice to meet you. Halt, who goes there? This is the house of the village elder. If you need something from the elder, you must go through me. I'm Samical, top warrior of the Oina tribe. Sheesh, who does this guy think he is? Well, at least we finally met someone from the village. So what are you doing standing around in the middle of this blizzard?
That grating voice. Is that you, Rison? What in the world are you doing with that strange white wolf?
That's none of your business, pal. Anyway, what's with this village? It's a total mess. Is it true demons have taken over Ezofuji?
You must have been gone for some time if you don't know that. Save your questions for when you get back to your own village.
Oh, it's an origin story.
That is, of course, if it hasn't already been buried by the snow. Oh, and take that suspicious wolf with you, too.
Why, you little... We're done talking to you. Let us into the chief's house now.
No, you shall not pass. We normally don't even let strangers into the village. And I've told the villagers not to let them into their houses. They will obey me, for I am Samikul, chief of Wepgear. Now be on your way.
Oh, yikes. Do I have to smack this guy?
Be gone at once.
Hold on a second. You, chief? What happened to old man Kemu? He didn't buy the farm, did he?
Fool, of course he's still alive.
I've never heard buy the farm as a phrase for dying. Easton's got a wide vocabulary.
But he's been greatly weakened battling the demons. Now their hideous monsters are trying to finish him off. Since only the Elder's volcanic incantation can foil their plans.
That sounds cool.
That is why I became chief of the village. I must protect the Elder from the monsters lurking in every corner. Now be on your way!
Oops. So what, we have to find the Elder? He is so mad. Fun fact, if you paint a circle around anyone with a mask, they will turn into a wolf. Really? Are we gonna get an explanation as to why these people can transform into wolves? There's a bear just hanging out. 2 bears. Okay, enough with the fat bears. The only one you couldn't get it to work was the merchant. You think the umbrella was in the way. Gonna have to keep that in mind if I come across anybody else. Do I keep climbing? This path leads to Ezofuji, a pair of sacred mountains. I bet the gates shut tight to keep the demons out. So we have to fight the demons so that we can go into the chief's house? If I am to understand this correctly? Now this music is great. I know I keep saying that, but head back down to the village for now, okay. If I can. This is a very strange path. Not... Oh my goodness. Hi, Minty! How fitting, I just made the sheeps happy. How you doing? Welcome in. I gotta say, between you and my sister-in-law, who also uses that sticker as their entrance, her entrance, I'm becoming like conditioned to get excited when I hear that meme. Happy, happy, happy. I'm like, oh, my favorite person is here. タイミング良かった。Hey Minty, can you... That's awesome, yeah. Y'all got... What's this? Oh, it's a bunny! Gotta feed the bunny. Minty, can you try to guess what I'm gonna say next? I'll give you a minute. As we appreciate the buns. How much does the bunny weigh? Are you actually asking, or are you assuming that's what I'm gonna say? Sorry, I'm trying to open a TCGP pack right now. You thought that's the answer. Oh. Unfortunately, no, that is not what I had in mind. What I was gonna say is you should probably go grab something to eat real quick. We can bite. Ah. Oh, food, yes. You should probably go do that. Alright. Anybody home? Or anybody wanna say hi? This ice is so slippery. Bunny, you're in my way, thanks. BRB, alrighty, you go do that. What's that? Ooh, jade tassels. The addition of jade makes this piece rare and valuable. Nice. I don't really care for jade, to be honest. I know it's very prominent in ancient Chinese art, but I don't know, it doesn't really appeal to me color-wise. Oh, cranes! Seed? Nope. Fish? Nailed it. いいね、鶴。縁起良さそう。Although if I'm to be honest, I don't really care for jewelry either, like gemstones and stuff. Never really cared for sparkly stuff for some reason. I just don't care. It's too flashy for me. 鶴いいですね。I swear to God, I can't get the cards I need in TCGP lately, jeez. These last couple of expansions have sucked. Hmm. 石系で思い出したのがあった。なんすか？アニメの話？ The only thing you really know about jade is apparently it's supposed to stay cool when you hold it, like it doesn't absorb body heat very well. Ooh. Not sure how true that is. I don't know either. I've never held jade in my hand for that long to notice. I can see that being true though. Like I don't associate jade being like a good heat conductor or whatever you call it. Because Nana-chan is already glamorous and pretty. Stop. No! How come Denny's shoe is smoother than my husband is? Stop it. I never expect it. I wonder why this giant snowball is here. It's here for my enjoyment, I guess. Whoa. This is very slippery ice. Oh my gosh. Whee! Oh, welcome back. That was quick. You have homemade pizza this time. Homemade? Whoa, that's cool. What's the toppings? And the sauce? Snowball might be a Super Mario 64 reference. I never played that game, so I would not have gotten that. Hold on now. ゲームの推しと一緒の好物が売ってたから買ったの思い出した。おお。ゲームの推しと一緒に？あ、一緒の？それって具体的に何ですか？ Good God, I finally got a 3 diamond card. Try to leave the village. Okay, thanks. Thanks, I shall do that. I was hoping to do that first. I just noticed that level up bar does... It has the Choju Giga paintings on it. That's so cool. My art history nerd is... The art history nerd in my heart is very happy. Toppings is Mexican cheese, ground turkey meat with Alfredo sauce instead of tomato sauce. That sounds pretty good. I don't know about y'all, but like, I'm actually a pretty big fan of white pizza sauce over marinara tomato pizza sauce. That sounds great. So you guys have like, mishitero sauce ne. So do you guys have like a home bakery machine that helps you make the dough, or do you like mix it and let it sit and rest and stuff from scratch by yourself? ホタル石っていうのを買った。お、ホタル石知ってますよ。英語だとフローライトって言うんですけど、先日まで放送してたルリの宝石っていうアニメで知ったばっかなんでホタル石いいですね。ブラックライト持ってます？当ててみてほしいな。Oh yeah, Def Alfredo sauce is so good. I know, right? My go-to pasta sauce. I also love the story behind the creation and naming of Alfredo sauce. Have you guys heard about that? Oh my gosh. Hi Lonnie, I was wondering when you'd show up. Did you take another nap or something? And hopefully a good nap this time? You just bought Pillsbury pizza dough and then baked it with the toppings you made on it. Okay, I forgot those exist. The only thing not from scratch is the dough. Okay, okay. That's still solid though. That sounds like a great idea. My mom had a home bakery machine. I think it's still in my storage actually. I haven't had the chance to use it, but that thing is great. It can bake bread, it can make pizza dough, it can pound mochi, like rice cakes and stuff. So like she would occasionally prepare some dough for me and my brother, and so we could make our own mini personal pizzas with the custom toppings we wanted. It was like one of my favorite things. Next to folding pot stickers, of course. ホタル石の隣にあったけど買うの忘れた。買ってくださいよ。戻って買いに行かないと。ホタル石はそれが魅力ですから。セットです。ワンセットで。You haven't heard of the Alfredo story? Okay. Grocery stores in your area would make balls of pizza dough and sell it chilled so people could let it rise and bake it at home. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that at the Safeway around here. And I remember thinking, like, that's a cool idea. Although it was like a large size pizza amount of dough. I don't think my husband and I could finish that much in one sitting. Because, you know, pizza's best when it's fresh. That's my philosophy. Sounds like a useful machine. Yeah, absolutely. So, that home bakery machine really made me realize how good homemade bread is. It was so life-changing when my mom made a small loaf of bread with it. The crust is thin but very crunchy and crispy, but the inside is so fluffy and somehow moist. You could like taste the bread. I don't know how to explain it, but like it had a distinct kind of, it wasn't even sourdough, but it was like it had a slight tang at the end, but it was still sweet. Oh, so good. I ate through that loaf in like a minute. So yeah, when my parents moved back to Japan, I asked if I could hold on to that bakery machine. I haven't been able to use it yet. It's a really big machine too, so it's kind of a hassle pulling it out and placing it somewhere. You love leftover pizza? Oh, fair enough. Not for me. I don't like leftovers in general, really, I've realized recently. Like, they're nice to have when I'm out of options and I don't want to spend money on delivery. And it's also nice when you have leftovers, you can just stick them into a bento box and take it to work or whatever the next day, but they just don't taste as good. You want to try making bread sometime now, TBH? I mean, that was like everybody's pastime during the quarantine, so I'm sure there are plenty of easy recipes for you to try out now. But yeah, the Alfredo sauce story, I don't remember or know the exact details, but an Italian chef was asking his wife what she wanted to have, wanted to eat while she was ill or something, and she asked for like a creamier white sauce, and that wasn't a thing at the time, so he had to figure out the ingredients and his own recipe into making a white pasta sauce, and that was the Alfredo sauce because that was his name. So Mr. Alfredo, he invented the sauce named after him for the love of his wife. Like, isn't that such a heartwarming story? I've always wondered why Alfredo sauce was called that, like specifically a name. 後で行ってきます。お、ぜひ行って照らしてみたら教えてください。報告待ってます。Romantic, adorable, right? So heartwarming, so wholesome. And as somebody on Tumblr said before, like, inventions, great inventions are made out of love. Like, rubber gloves. Nowadays it's used for like medical practices and stuff, but apparently rubber gloves were initially invented by a guy who was worried about his wife's hands while she was like washing laundry and dishes and stuff, because they would get so dry and cracked afterwards, so he invented gloves for her. Love it so much more now, right? Yeah, learning the history really adds to it. Anyways, appreciation. Hey, wait. Hmm? You guys, wait up. Well, I'll be. I haven't seen you in ages. Ethan, it is you. I like the markings on this wolf. I thought I heard you talking to Samical. I just thought I'd come back and see how things were after my trip. I can't believe what's happened to the village since I've been gone. Since I've been gone! And that Samical's still as stubborn as ever. When did he become chief? Well, a lot's happened this past year. Look, you'll freeze if you stay outside too long. Why don't you come rest at my place? And bring your white wolf too. I was about to say, I wonder why this Kai came out to meet us in wolf form, but it's probably warmer that way, right? Having that fur of coat all over. A coat of fur, I mean, wow. 優しい。やっと優しい人に会えた。At least the cold is a bit more bearable inside. It's really been ages, hasn't it, Ethan? And it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance as well, Wolfie. 毛皮のおかげでね。脱がなくていいし。ナチュラルファーコート。I'm Kai. Oh, that mask looks like... What's her name from Deltarune, the deer girl, fuck. This here's Amaterasu, otherwise known as No Bath Amy. Okay. Way to introduce her to people. Noelle, thank you. Of course, Lonnie would know. Look, I haven't caught up on Deltarune since I played Chapter 1, so I'm very, very rusty on names. 毛皮に手突っ込みたい。いやー、気をつけないとですよ。狼ですからね。でも冬毛ならあったかいだろうな。でも多分ハスキーの方が毛皮モフモフで柔らかいと思いますよ。The girl, Kai, the girl next door wife, she gives me like childhood friend that never achieves, whose crush never comes to fruition kind of vibes. And that's woman disrespecting Issei. And this here is I didn't drink my respect women juice Isun. Now let's cut to the chase. There's so much I want to ask you. Will you go out with me? First of all, about those demons that are plaguing Kamui. What the heck brought that on? No one knows for certain. Ooh. Oh, they're owl demons? That's so cool. Oh, they got like clock motifs on them. I might have a new favorite boss, guys. 最初の言葉それ会話第一声それもっと他に紹介の仕方あるでしょまあいいけど Those twin demons, Lechku and Nechku? They were sealed away by a brave Oina hero years and years ago. And they have been enshrined at the Waku Shrine ever since. Then one day they suddenly stirred and went berserk. A terrible blizzard descended upon Kamui. Kimu set out for the shrine at the top of Ezofushi to pacify them. Matsubokuri, マジ? 気づかなかったよく見えましたね But they nearly killed him. He was no match for their evil magic. Samiko managed to get him to get to him just in time and bring him back. 似てた気づかなかったかも Then they got even more violent and turned Ezofuji into a glacier. And that's only the tip of the iceberg. They unleashed a blizzard to smother Kamui in a layer of ice and snow. Chief Samiko's trying to protect the village while Kemu recovers. But there's nothing we can do against those demons. You really are in a fix if old man Kemu's prayers don't work. The day before the twin demons suddenly went berserk, we heard what sounded like an earthquake from Shinshu Field to the south. On that fateful day, Kemu declared that the evil force from the south had made its way here to Kamui. Kamui is sometimes called the Land of Hidden Darkness. Gee, I wonder why. Care to explain? And there's a legend that says all demons are born from this land. Wow. I wonder if all the world's demons are coming back to Kamui now. Can you imagine? A black shadow passed overhead from the south recently. and vanished into the Waku shrine as if it'd been swallowed up. なんだって。すべての鬼はここから来てるという示しだったんだよ。なんだって。Actually, I think the blizzard's been stronger since then. Kai, there's something else I want to ask you. Will you let me touch your booblies? What's Oki doing with the sacred sword Kutone? I saw him with it outside the village. How could old man Kemu let him take it at a time like this? Oh, you met Oki? Wow, sudden music change. おいって。何も言ってないですよ。He left here with her sacred sword the morning after it all started. Wow, so much artwork. As soon as Samiko was chosen to take Kemu's place as chief, Oki just took the sword and left without permission. People from the village have tried to persuade him to bring it back, but Oki chases them off. He says he'll defeat the demons himself. 録音しました。クリップしないで。He just walked away with the sacred sword? He didn't even ask permission? Well, everyone admits Oki's a great warrior. Even Samiko does. But it's impossible to defeat those demons all by himself. I don't know, he beat me to a pulp. I think he can do just fine. I just don't know why he did it now of all times. Well, let's think, Kai. Can I look up what color panties are you wearing? It's about Samiko. He seems awfully nervous about protecting old man Kemu. It's because of Oki, isn't it? Well, everyone's angry at Oki for taking the sword like that. But you see, well, Samiko would never say it. That he believes in Oki more than anyone else does. He's convinced Oki will come back and help the village. So then why'd he have to snap at us like that? He even told Furball here to get lost. Well, the day after the village was attacked by the demons, Lika went missing. Lika? As in, Lika, your... That's right, my little sister. We scoured the village and the surrounding area. インスタの欲が出てますよ。いやね、忠実にキャラを捉えようかと。アドリブ入れてみようかなって。Oki may be going through his emo phase. He's in his rebellious period. Definitely his edgelord phase. But we couldn't find her, she just vanished. Now poor little Lika too. Washing dishes and you hear, "Can I touch your boobies?" and "What color are your panties?" and almost spat out your drink until you realized I was doing impressions. Yep. That was totally off script. I'm just, you know, embracing Isun's character, channeling my Isun, doing my best to voice him, you know, voice acting. Why would those demons mess with the little girl like that? That's my job! We don't know for sure if the demons are behind her disappearance. Game accurate, Isun. Great. Maybe they couldn't fit in that piece of dialogue due to the hardware limitations. But they would certainly have reason to seek her out. Excuse me. You see, Lika holds the fate of this village in her hands. The fate of this village? Oh. That was Kemu's howl. He's calling to you, and he's summoning the both of you. Great. Time to hike. Wow, now that I've learned out of combat you can just do a headbutt move to start dashing, it's much nicer. He's so angry. The fate of this village and a woman, we're doomed, Isun probably. I guess so. Her home is so pretty with all the bolts of cloth. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, is she a weaver? This feels like a Weezer reference, the colors and setting, you mean? What, the snow? You think everything's a Weezer reference, because that's like one of your special interests, it feels like. Well, you still got a bone to pick with us or something?
The elder summons the white wolf to his home. You may enter.
Well, it's about time. Out of our way, chump. Oh, he angry. Big mad. Oh, I do not like this. He has a tanuki mask. How fitting. Everything kind of is a Weezer reference. I wouldn't know. You keep seeing variations of that stupid pic of the four of them standing together on Pinterest. Why is that in your Pinterest feed? I swear you, like Minty and Lonnie, are the same person, just in different fonts. I swear to God. 出まくり。腹だけじゃなくて、おへそも出まくりですね。すごいデベソ。これ本当に村長さん。This is the village elder old man Camus, but different fonts. So have you never heard of that? I don't know. You both live in Texas. You both like MILFs. You both get Weezer references. I don't know. You guys are like so similar to in my mind. You've never heard of it. That's so funny. It's like one of my favorite things to say. Looks like he might have already kicked the bucket. How many times did Gramps here tan my hide? This is no time to be dredging up the past. It means like the same person, different styles, right? Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, it's one of my favorite ways to describe people. Like, last year I drew Zenless Zone Zero's Ellen with Blue Archive's Kazusa because they both have short, dark hair with pink highlights, and they both like sweets. So I drew them in the same picture, and I described it. Same girl, different font. Not many people cared about it. But it's one of my personal favorites. I might redraw it at some point. Who was that bad-mouthing me? Looks like there's some hides to be tanned. Oh gosh. What happened? Was that a dream? Was I sleepwalking again? Sheesh, old man snooze a lot, tans hides in his sleep too. Why is that little Isun? So then I wasn't dreaming. I thought I heard Samiko talking to someone outside. I must say, Isun, you've grown barely at all since I last saw you. I'll put a cork in it, Gramps. Did you summon us just because you wanted someone to clobber? Ah, yes, let us get down to business, eh? It is the white wolf I wish to speak with. I was about to say, I'm impressed this guy can withstand the cold with, like, his torso totally exposed. He must be from Ohio. Mulan reference. Stop. You've no doubt already heard this from Kai, but her little sister Lika has gone missing. Yeah, we know about that. She disappeared about the time the demons started running amok. That's right. And her disappearance threatens the very existence of our village. Go on. Kai said something like that too. I can see why you'd be worried. But don't you think you're exaggerating a bit? No, we're not exaggerating. Besides, you have been gone so long, how could you possibly know? Pirika. Interesting they had to shorten her name to Lika. Lika has gained spiritual power far beyond my own. Her power is now the key to saving the land of Kamui. Huh? Are you saying Lika's power can defeat those demons? Not exactly. There's another reason we need her power. It is for Ezofuji, the protector deity of Kamui. Ezofuji? As you know, Ezofuji is formed from 2 active volcanoes. Wonder what Lika's personality will be like in this game. If I were to guess, it's probably just another energetic small child. I feel like the ladies, the younger ladies in this game don't really have much personality variance. Each year I recite the volcanic incantation. Oh, Kemushiriji. So Kemu is short for Kemushiri, which means plucking fur, plucking hairs, because he's the tanner. Got it. Man, I hate that they had to shorten names for the localized version. You think Easton had great influence on the development of this game? Might just be you. Probably. I mean, he is the narrator. He is the one who helps get things moving along, so like he's pretty much the core of the game. If we didn't have Easton, I don't think Amy would have really gotten much progress. Or, you know, Amy probably wouldn't have gotten up her ass to start with. Easton got her into this mess. Blame text limit back then? I guess so, but like we've seen longer names than this. Amy is a peaceful doggy. That's one way to put it. I was gonna say lazy. That triggers an eruption that warms his frigid land of Kamui. But the demon's power has plunged Ezofuji into an icy slumber. Blame Americans' laziness? I think they were just... Because this was 20 years ago. I think people at Capcom USA were just afraid that players wouldn't be able to pronounce or remember these names otherwise. Even in ancient Japan, America is seeping into them. No. Day by day, Kamui grows weaker and weaker, colder and colder. If we don't have Lika recite the volcanic incantation soon, the land of Kamui will become an icy tomb for us all. Why don't you just recite the incantation yourself, old man? I would if I could. But I no longer have the strength to pray in this raging blizzard. Any idea where Lika could be? That's the problem. We've searched high and low for that girl with no luck. Still, there's one place we have yet to look. Where? Yoshped, the most mysterious forest of deception. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Reminds me of the Viridian Forest in Pokemon. Man, my art challenge has really gotten me back in the mood for Pokemon. Maybe he'd have more strength if he dressed properly. Yeah, like, you shouldn't have your tummy exposed in this coldness, old man. That's how you get ill. I caught a faint whiff of Lika emanating from Yoshpet. play Gen 5. I don't own a tangible copy anymore, so I'm gonna use that as an excuse not to. After all, I do have the keenest nose of all the Oina tribe. You have yet to discover your art challenge and it's been 4 days. You have failed. Oh, that's okay. Some people do half marathons and some people do like quarter marathons. So like you don't have to do it every day if you can't or you don't want to. You could do once a week or only half of the days of the month. Lonnie, don't lie. You're not drawing this month. You're sleeping. Try turning him into a wolf. It should work once outside of the talking. Ooh, okay. I half expected him to turn into a tanuki because of the mask. You're in the middle of your October challenge. Hibernation. Yep. I suspect she could be somewhere around here on your map. Okay. Pretty close by, don't you think? I'd like you to conduct a thorough search of that forest. You gotta be kidding me. I wouldn't touch that place with a 10-foot pole. Might try the once a week thing. Really struggling with that with what to draw at the moment. Yeah. Whatever works for your motivation level and schedule. Like, nobody is forcing you to do any of this. It's really for your own sake. Like, for me, doing daily Pokemon really helps me get back into the hang of traditional art and also, like, enjoy video editing, because I've been putting time lapses on both TikTok and YouTube. You say that all the time. Is this game where you got it from? What, the 10-foot pole thing? That's just a... Wouldn't touch that with the 10-foot pole. That's just something people say. Like, it's in the Grinch song. Nobody will touch you with a 29.5-foot pole, or whatever it was. Yeah, just a common saying, I think. Oh, White Wolf, you are our last hope. Not me! Chief Samiko must remain here to protect the villagers. Thought it was just you. No, people say it. Go look up the lyrics to Mr. Grinch. It's in there. Like, it's probably like the 4th chorus, but... Yeah. 27.5-foot pole. Okami fact. Kamui... or Kamui, means God in Ainu. In Japanese, it is the pronunciation of Kamui, meaning God's power or divine authority. I figured as much. I know Kamui as a word and like general vibe, but I didn't realize it was actually stemming from Ainu. God, Ainu is such a strange language. It's... If I had the time and like resources, I would probably try to look into researching Ainu, because I don't know, it's like a lesser known Japanese dead language. Not to be mistaken with an extinct language, mind you, but you'll try out the once a week art challenge thing just to ease into it. Yes. Sounds like a good start. I wish you luck. Ainu sounds pretty. This whole area has a lot of Ainu references. It was your introduction to the general culture. I kind of figured as much because I was like, what's with all the strange names all of a sudden? Like Wachka, Techka, Nechka, and Wapkeep and stuff like that. I was like, this sounds very Ainu to me. But Ainu is, if you don't know, Ainu is an old Japanese dialect, I suppose, that actually stems from Russian influences, because Russian travelers crossed the sea into northern Japan, and so you'll see a lot of Ainu names for towns and like people, like last names and stuff. It's very, very interesting. If you go up there like Hokkaido, Aomori area, and you suddenly think like, this doesn't sound like typical Japanese, it's because it's Ainu based. Yeah, it's fascinating. It sounds very interesting. Yeah, it's worth reading up on, I think. Not many people know about that language. But yeah, it's, to me, to simply put it, it feels like the Latin equivalent in Japan. It's not a language that's spoken anywhere in the world anymore, but it still has an influence on the Japanese language and culture. And so I would call it a dead language. Yeah, maybe if I decided to, if I ever were to go back and do like grad school, I could make that my my thesis. There were also the native people of Japan, and yeah, it wasn't pretty for them. As we all know, native people get the short end of the stick, unfortunately. Timely, we mentioned this because this coming Monday is Indigenous Peoples Day in the US. I get the day off. I'll be able to stream with no stress. But yeah, fuck Columbus, support the indigenous peoples, we love Native Americans. And Oki has left the village on some fool's errand. Yay, more stream, yeah! Honestly, if I wanted to, maybe I could stream sooner on my day off, but don't want to throw off people with a sudden change in schedules. You're the only one left. Hold on a minute, old man. Do you even know who this furball is? ファミマ行ってファミチキとコーヒー買ってきた。早いですね。ファミチキとコーヒーか。珍しい組み合わせだけど、いいな、美味しそうだな。コーヒーはブラックですか？ラテ？ Do not mock me, little sprite. That pure white coat, those crimson markings, and that divine instrument. This is none other than the legendary wolf Shiranui. That name is known far and wide even in this distant land of Kamui. But I never dreamed the legendary wolf yet lives. Well, actually, this here is... I'm gonna mansplain to you. It's so funny because you don't know what you're due to your mom lying to you about your heritage whenever you try to ask her about it, so you basically just celebrate each historical month. September, November, February. Currently, she told you you're Dominican from the Caribbean side, not the Republic, so that's what you've gone with for a while. Interesting. Why would your mom be so dodgy about your heritage? Like, that's a pretty core and important part of one's identity. Honestly, I have no idea. I wonder, because, like, I'd feel bad if it's something she's... If she feels, like, ashamed to say it outright. You want to say your heritage is very much leaning towards native on the South American side. Ooh, interesting. Cafe latte desu ne, ii desu ne. 美味しそうだな。ぜひ召し上がってください. She said first France, then Tennessee, then Kentucky, then Georgia, then Germany, then Texas, now Dominica. All right, you're like having a world tour in the northern hemisphere here. Europe for Silvery. Europe for CB probably too. You're an islander for sure. Interesting. So somewhere around like the Caribbean, South America parts maybe? Your parents got a test done and was very much over 50% native for both your parents. Oh, I think you've told me that before in the group chat. I was talking to my youngest aunt when not young. She was my youngest aunt. I was talking to one of my aunts when I visited family in Japan in the summer, and she actually was telling me how she tested her genealogy with one of those like DNA testing kits just to see what would happen, but she was like, yeah, those things are interesting for like white people because you always have some kind of percentage of like different European countries. But as she suspected, she got the kit, tested out her DNA. It was like 99.99% Japanese. Like, there's hardly any variance for Japanese people. It is not interesting at all. Oh, you can roll your R's. Well, I suppose that's proof of having some kind of South American influence. If you can roll your R's, then you can definitely pronounce Japanese no problem. You were thinking about it, but you were afraid of that specifically happening. Nah. Japanese people specifically struggle with that lack of DNA variance because like we're such shut-ins. We literally have a history of shutting in the country, so we don't really have a lot of mixing and mingling happening. But I think outside of Japan you'll see more interesting stuff happen. Shirone, please, you must help us. Lika, I totally forgot what her name was. Lika must recite the volcanic incantation soon. Without her, the land of Kamui will become an icy tomb. I beg you must find Lika. I had warned the villagers to be wary of strangers. But I will make a special exception for you. And I will open the village's far gate that leads to Laochi Lake. You should get what you need from the village before you set out. Alright, circle. Ooh, neat. That's such a neat little gimmick. He's so much smaller than Amy. Yeah, look at that, wow. I guess they are just regular dog-sized. You two have a history of shutting in, don't we all? This is why we're all called degens here. You think if you ask your mom what you are now, she'd say you're Japanese because of anime and like coastal areas and such? That'd be funny. If someone asks your ethnicity, you can say like, I am spiritually Japanese. I am by proxy a Japanese, thank you. I don't think I need much, but I'll check the shop in case it has some weapon. You guess for Japanese people, it turns more into which native group your ancestors are from. Yeah, I guess so. Never really thought about how any variation could happen. That's a snake mask. So the houses in the village should open now if I want to be nosy. Ooh. Good to know. I don't know if I should barge into people's places, but resurrection beads. Look how cursed that looks. I love it. I love that these merchants just casually have a holy weapon in their inventory. Like they were out gathering materials and came across it. I wonder if I can... Look, Minty! Or, sorry, Silvery, I did it! He turned into a purple wolf with like little ankle markings. Oh, how cute. Yay! Through your history and overall personalities, should you identify as Japanese? Either Ainu, Ryukyuan, Obeikei, etc. You have a good point. Never really thought about that. You got Ainu in the north, Ryukyuan in the south, and Obeikei around like the Yokohama area. Let's try the beads this time. I got 36 fangs! Dang! Shoot. Surprised there's no Russian ancestry showing up. You know, there probably was some mingling with Russians back in ancient Japan, but that's so long gone to our Sakoku history. It'll probably be like the tiniest minuscule amount of DNA. Speaking of fangs, I reminded you, yes? What, did you get fake fangs for your Halloween costume? Oh, this is spooky. There's a safe, how convenient. Okay. Webkier, that's what the name was. This is the altar where the sacred sword Kutone was enshrined. You got a PS5 now? Didn't choose the Xbox after all because they're like doing some absolutely insane stuff nowadays. Oh, that's true, yeah. Microsoft has been kind of not announced anything exciting recently. Or impressive, for that matter. Good choice. And you bought it in your own personal TV with your own money. That's so cool! Congratulations, well done. I'm so excited for you. Well, now you can play Zenless on a high-def, high-response machine. And take all the screenshots and videos you need. It's like how technically a lot of Native Americans have Asian ancestry from the time Eurasia was connected to Alaska via the ice bridge. Oh, is that true? That would make sense. Never really thought about that. You know a lot more about this than I realized, Lonnie. Yeah, I didn't really take you as like the history autistic. You can see Anton's chest in 4K now. Yes. Congratulations. What other games are you looking to get? Since PS5 is backwards compatible, you could get Monster Hunter World. Or you could just go straight into Monster Hunter Rise. Or Wilds, excuse me. God, all these titles are so similar. You get bored, had high scores for history courses. Dang, son. Get Persona! Right. Oh, so buying Persona. Nice. Yeah, that'll be my next playthrough after this game. Been sitting on my shelf for so long. There's a great view of Laochi Lake and Ezo Fuji from here. Oh yeah, you meant to ask which Monster Hunter should you get. Well, now that you have a PS5, you could try World, which is the cheaper option. But Wilds is pretty great, I gotta admit. It's a very fun game. Hard as fuck in the late game, though. End game? Post game, that's what I mean. But yeah, if you get Wilds, then maybe we could add each other for multiplayer. Although, fair warning, the multiplayer system in Wild is so bad. It is so unnecessarily complicated. And unstable for that matter. That's why they come here to pray to the mountains each year. Wilds or Rise first? Oh, is Rise on PlayStation 5 too? Shit. Well, Wilds might be a bit hard on a newbie, so I would suggest Rise, but again, World might be the cheapest option. Too bad the Sacred Sword isn't here now. The altar is also dedicated to the Ark of Yamato. It's said the Ark has been frozen in Laochi Lake for countless ages. Look, you can see it down there in the frozen lake. That's the Ark of Yamato. Ezofuji and the Ark of Yamato. This is a very sacred place for the Oina tribe. So Wilds you should try first. Right. I don't know. I'm more biased towards Rise. Because the controls are simpler. The action is faster. You have really cool monsters and really fun wire bugs to maneuver with. And you get a dog companion. Hawaii had a lot of Maori Polynesia people show up long ass time ago too. Well, Hawaii has never seen peace, it feels like. They're always dealing with some shit. I am very sorry for those people. It's also on sale on Ton Rises? Well, that's good to know. It'll probably be an even bigger deal when Black Friday comes around. I would hope. I feel like in recent years, Black Friday deals haven't really been anything to write home about. Like, that's the whole point of it. So what, I'm looking for Laika now? After 3 or 4 years, Capcom tends to put their games on sale every chance they get. Well, I wish I knew what that felt like. I wish Nintendo would do that more often, if at all. Can I not climb this? Aw, I want to go on the Ark though. That's an invisible wall. So I'm looking for Laika, is it? Lika. God, Laika, saying Laika makes me remember an old Japanese meme. What are those circles on the map too? There's a path right here and I totally ignored it. You hope Black Friday's big this year. This console's nice, but you still want a computer. Oh yeah! Little tanukis, look at them! Aww. Oh, he pulled up the guide. Thanks, Silvery. Yeah, looky there. There was a path. I got so distracted by the ice and the big ship. Circles are save mirrors? Oh, even without the symbols? I assumed that was like where the sacred sword in the stone was. You've been starving for good RPGs and single-player games. Boy, you should get Hades too. I cannot recommend that game enough. If you haven't played Hades 1, get that one first. Hades is a masterpiece. Oh my goodness, they're making little chirps. Aw, adorable. If you get a computer, you can use Steam to buy games. Now there's some sales. Yes, Silvery makes a great point. Whoa. Bear? Yep. Kind of weird how the bear doesn't have eyes. You need Steam so bad. Maybe it's for the best that you don't have Steam right now. You're gonna end up spending so much money. Yeah, I myself could use... Oh yeah, look at that, it's a save mirror. I stand corrected. It is a mirror, it's not like one of those fancy mirrors. Got it. Oh, hello? Nice headpiece? Tuscle. I know who you are. Yes, that divine look of yours is unmistakable. You're the legendary White Wolf Shiranui, aren't you? Wow, they've heard that name here too. Well, I suppose Shiranui's legend did travel across the sea to Kamui. Guess it really resonates with the Oina because they're so spiritual. Oh, Itsun. It's been quite a while, so you're still alive. Are those live owls? I ain't ready to kick the bucket yet. I just left on a little trip, that's all. Well, I'm glad to see you safe. Those owls are moving, oh my goodness. Sounds like Minty's fated to go broke on Steam one day. As you can see, we haven't been so lucky here in Kamui. Oh, sorry, Minty. I totally forgot to add you to my regulars list, so Nightbot still has an eye on you. Calm down. Since the monsters were revived, many people have lost their lives. Yeah, I've heard all about it. So what's up with those demons coming back? And where the heck is Lika? The demons have shut themselves up in Ezofuji's Walku Shrine. They're responsible for the fierce blizzard raging throughout Kamui. Our rings are purple now, yes. I just bought these new beads. They look cursed to me. Can't wait to see how much damage they do. We're managing to keep some of it at bay thanks to Afun Gate. Dripped out, I suppose so. But when the day comes, Kamui is sure to freeze over completely. That's not what worries me most, though. What worries me is how the demons were revived in the first place. The capital city should have some new weapons as well, but by this point... Ooh! I was just thinking, maybe I should go back there and trade the fangs with the Emperor for something good. I might do that off stream instead. Could be worse. You're in Gunpla to hell. It's always funny to me you misuse worse and worst. Gunpla is worth it though, that's true. Gunpla is forever. Yay, plastics. Kema noticed it as well, but just before the demons made their return, a dark force traveled here from the southern land. We both felt an evil energy flowing into Kamui.
That's when the demons woke up, as if in response to it.
You remember having a friend who's also into mechs, and he showed you how much a model cost and your stomach dropped? Oh man, yeah, especially if you get to like master grade models. Ready to donate some kidneys for that. Southern land. Oh, she must be Nippon. In other words, she's talking about the return of Orochiami. There have been so many monsters here in Kamui that some people even call it the birthplace of evil. I can't help thinking all this havoc in Nippon has its root in Lauchi Lake, the eternally frozen lake at the foot of Izufushi. So many fricatives. There's a large lake called Lauchi at the foot of Izufushi. I think the reason Kamui is called the birthplace of evil is because of the Ark of Yamato that rests in that lake. Yeah, fishy. The Ark of Yamato. Anyone from Kamui knows that story. It's said that the legendary Iron Ark fell from the heavens. Wow, we get so much art this episode. Oh, I love this music. It's so Ghibli coded. Hello? Can I get this soundtrack on my iPod, please? Thank you. It's somewhere between like Mononoke Hime and Laputa. Castle in the Sky. My grandpa used to tell me that story. Long, long ago in the Age of Myths, an iron ark fell from the celestial plane above and sunk into Lauchi Lake. The celestial plane is the land above where gods dwell. The gods are known as celestials there. The ark that the celestials were on came crashing down to this land. It was as if they were being chased by something. What they didn't know was that on board with them were countless monsters. One by one they were consumed till all the celestials were dead. There is no god. Once the ark crashed, the monsters disembarked and started ravaging the lands. The world hasn't been safe since. It's said that monsters still rise from the lake's depths. That must be why they called it the Lake of Demons. That's about all I know about it. I do have one thing to add to that. And that's the story of the one surviving celestial of the Ark. Well, don't leave me hanging. The Ark fell to this world from the celestial plane. Oh, I am so in love with this music. Oh. Give me literal chills, unless that's the air vent above me. The air conditioning can be strong. It was full of monsters which killed the celestials on board. But the legend tells that there was one man who survived. He managed to escape from the hell that the Ark had become. He then fled, going into hiding somewhere in our world. First time I've heard that. They say the reason monsters still emerge from the Ark in Lauchi Lake is that the ruler of darkness is still searching for that man. Ruler of darkness? Does he have a name? Probably Yami. If I were to make a guess, I mean Yami means darkness. It's all just a legend. No one knows if it's true or not. No one has ever set foot on it. But the Ark brought tragedy to our world, that's for sure. if the powers of darkness in the world are gathering in Kamui, I believe it's because the Ark of Yamato is beckoning them. I apologize for chatting so much. Now, if you've come all this way, am I to assume you have Kemu's permission? I speak of permission to enter Yoshibet, the Forest of Confusion. Yep, that's right. I really couldn't care less, but Amy here's another story. The entrance to the forest is sealed with the Oina crest. It's our way of protecting the place from evil. There's no way that I can break the seal. But if the elder has ordered your entry, then I must comply. Shiranu, you may have the Oina amulet. Sua Prolo Gesundheit. Sewa Prolo. Look at the little smile on its face. That's kind of cute. With that amulet, you can pass by the Oina crest unhindered. And you can proceed on into Yoshibet. If the elder has deemed it to be right, there can be no mistake. You are the one who can find Lika. Find her before it's too late and Kamui freezes over. You thought elves weren't in the Japanese language? Or is this localized? Yeah, so... Short answer is yes, this is probably localized, but the long answer would be whether you use R or L to make the dariruriro sounds really depends on the person. Like, there's no equivalent to the flaps in English script. So, some people might use it interchangeably. And it wouldn't really roll off the tongue in English if it was like the king of Sewa Prororo. So it would make more sense to say Sewa Prololo. Sewa Prolo? Instead of Sewa Proro. So, yeah. It can be... Yeah, it can be up to the... depending on the situation. I already forgot where we were going. Where's the forest? Which way is it? There it is. Okay, leave area. Got it. I'm reminding you of that girl from Scary Movie trying to speak to the Japanese yokai? What? That's a thing that happens? I've never seen this movie. I've never seen a lot of movies, in case you guys can't tell. I guess I'll say again, just to be safe. Head back through the village and out. Roger that! Me talking about Ghibli reminded you of the Spanish stuff of Castle in the Sky? Oh my gosh. Wait, so... Do they translate the final spell? Burst? Barus! Or did they keep that in the Japanese pronunciation? To the east. Hold on. It's across this lake, I think. If I'm reading this correctly. Oh yeah, La Puta! She just kept saying Japanese food items in place of communication, like, hello? Hibachi ramen konnichiwa? That's awful. That kind of humor would not work in this day and age, so I'm really amused that that was a thing back in, like, the 2000s. Or whatever. Around the hut? I may not have seen that bit, but oh, hi Kai. But you reminded me of the Japanese, like, CEO bit, I think. it was from Austin Powers. Gold member. It was a gag where they had a Japanese like business guy in his office. You remember that too? Yeah, they had a bunch of subtitles for him written in white text at the bottom of the screen, but it kept getting covered up by random stuff, so it looked like he was saying swear words and inappropriate stuff. Yeah, the subtitles they can't remove. That was such a great bit. My mom was like laughing so hard at that. Ow. How did it go with Kenu? Did he want to talk to you about something? It was a little more than a leisurely talk. We were asked to go look for Lika and Yoshpet. Yoshpet? You mean the forest in the east? I don't think anyone's been there to look for her yet. No, excuse me. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, that forest isn't exactly a prime tourist spot. Ethan, are you really going to go back there? Who says I'm going back? I was using the royal we. I was talking about Furball here. It's Gojira! It may look like Gojira, but due to international copyright law, it is not. Ah! God. Oh my god, what's this name? Yeah, that Japanese comedian, he's such a genius. I only know that actor from the show Heroes? Back when that was a popular thing. I never watched it, but... Yoshpet is like another world! Get lost and you might never return. But don't you worry, Amy here will find Lika. If that's the case, I'll lead the way. What? I know you must be worried, Isun, but we haven't got much time. What do you mean? The demons are waiting for the Day of Darkness. It's a solar eclipse that occurs once every 100 years. Again with the centennial stuff. It's like a mispronunciation away from Moshpet. You're talking about Yoshpet? Yeah, you're kind of right. It does sound like it. Kami will be in total darkness for a whole day when it happens. Without sunlight and with the demon's blizzard going on, no living thing in Kamui will be able to survive the day. There are only a few days until the Day of Darkness. If Lika's not here to recite the volcanic incantation by then. Why are you sharing a brain cell all of a sudden? I'm telling ya, y'all are the same person, just in a different font. It's been proven. Thank you. Amaterasu, you're no ordinary wolf, are you? Kimu wouldn't have asked you to do this otherwise. Maybe you're the reincarnation of the white wolf Shiranui. You must be very strong if you can cope with these. I love that that's her measurement. That's how she measures how strong Amy is. Valid point, though. And your point is? Sorry, anyway, there's no time to lose. I'll lead you into the forest, Amaterasu. Oh, Amy is very strong for putting up with him. She sure is. Unless it's like she's forced against her will to do this because she can't speak. You hear that, Amy? Come when you're ready. I'm going ahead to the edge of the forest. Literally God tier patience. You got that right. So true. All right. Let me go. Let me in. The mysterious forest of Yoshpet. Y'all got me thinking of mosh pits now, god damn it. The entrance been sealed by the Oina crest. They did that to protect it from the monsters in these parts. If we don't bite Easton at the end of this, you'll be upset. I mean, we've already bitten him and, you know, carried him inside our mouth and stuff before. And he's been zapped like one of those electric flycatchers, so... More violence is the answer! He must suffer. Alright, Minty's out for Easton blood. He was a cat toy for a bit. True that. Almost forgot about that. That was great. That forest originally had its own power that kept them away. But I wonder if Mosh Pit has lost its power. After all, no place is safe from evil in this land now. Ugh. Forest dungeon time? I don't know, I might have to wrap it up at the entrance. I'm craving ramen. I wanted to talk about a couple things, though. Yeah, now that Minty's here. Oh, cutscene. Oh, never mind, it's an enemy, not just a cutscene. Oh man, that's a cool looking enemy, not gonna lie. Whoa. Alright. Ew, he's got like a bee butt. Whoa. Ooh, nice fang. These beats are pretty. Whoa, I got like a trail of ice when I dash. That's so neat. Because I'm in the snowy area. Goodness. I wonder if I can... slash it? No. What I meant to do was try to blow it out. Nope. Again. Enemies always have their backs against the wall. I can't do anything. Okay. Yeah, just keep your butt turned to me. There you go. Oh. Ew, 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 his face. Oh, I don't like this guy anymore. Speaking of Ghibli, this is very Valley of the Wind. Oh, gross. Kill it with fire. Oh. Oh, that was disturbing. Bald! 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 My eyes! Oh, man. Is it weird you're craving those fruity Japanese alcohol I was talking about but you don't drink? Oh, no, I don't think so. I'm not particularly a drinker either, but after like a really hard day of work, I find myself craving Japanese beer. Like there's just times when an adult needs to drink it away. Actually, maybe I could do the forest, then wrap up at the end, see how I feel. You think so? We're already 2 hours and 45 minutes in. I'm pressing every wrong button. You have yet to see Nausicaa? Oh. Dude, please. Whoa! Shit. Okay. Oh no, not these guys again. This is annoying. Nausicaa is my favorite Ghibli film, so I would love it if you watch it at some point. Alright. That guy's dead. Shit. Oops. Okay. Didn't think he'd swoop down at me. Come on, there you go. You know, the dojo told me to tap the attack button at the right time for the beads. You can really just hold down the Y button and the combo will automatically connect. Catching up on Jet. Drowning your sorrows in strawberry lemonade. I'm so sorry. That does sound good. Well, it's still warm out though. What's your go-to drink in the winter? Anybody can answer this, but like, do you guys have a favorite winter drink? Doesn't have to be alcoholic. Nausicaa's really good. Oh, yeah, I know. And I think the main reason I like Nausicaa the best is because it's like one of the few Ghibli films that actually has a plot. Nausicaa Valley of the Wind is the Ghibli movie about a kind of like an environmentalist princess. She lives in the Valley of the Winds, and she is the daughter of the village elder, and so everybody calls her princess. But it's in a sort of a post-apocalyptic place or world where most areas on Earth have been engulfed in like a rotting, fungus-infested place where people can't live. The air is super polluted, it's toxic to breathe in without like a gas mask. And giant bugs live all over those areas. And so slowly people have been like turning into refugees. But Nausicaa, the princess, believes that there's a reason that these areas are showing up on the earth. And so she's been researching the fungus. She really explores those areas, gets closer looks and interacts with all the bugs, studies their behaviors and such. So she's the only person that believes that these creatures in forests are not for harmful reasons. Everybody else wants to like burn it with fire and kill every bug in sight, but that's kind of cool actually. Yeah, she wants to believe that there's a good reason that these things are happening. And so one evening, a flying blimp, like a giant flying airship, crashes near the Valley of the Winds, and a princess from a different valley or village unfortunately dies in front of Nausicaa in her arms. And so that turns into a sort of conflict, and a bigger like war country comes in and threatens the village and stuff. And they have high-tech machinery and much thicker armor and stuff, but they also have dabbled in ancient technology with gigantic machine robot warriors, which is like kind of forbidden. Yeah, not war. So Nausicaa's like, you can't wreak violence onto my people. You can't bring war into the forests. There's no good reason for us to fight like this, and people just don't listen to her. But through all this quabble, she comes to a discovery through her research about this world, and that eventually fulfills a prophecy that her village shaman had, and it helps her lead the war to a peaceful end. And yeah, it's just such a moving story. It's so beautiful. They don't hold back on the blood. full warning, but oh man, not nearly as gory or gross as Mononoke, but yeah, it's so good. Highly recommend Nausicaa if you haven't. Eggnog or hot chocolate. Ooh, nice. Very Christmassy. Lani, you like veggie stew broth? Like just the broth? Hot chocolate, but it's so sugary you might go for hot cider. Ooh. Apple cider is pretty good. It was during Ghibli's edgy phase. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Just the broth. Interesting. Chicken and veggie stew hits. Oh yeah, that does sound cozy. Def might give it a watch after this stream. Go for it if you have the means to do it. So inspirational, and there's been several memes made out of that one. I like all of those drinks too. Although my go-to is always just a good piping hot of black tea. Nothing beats a good cup of Earl Grey, sometimes with milk and sugar. Lately I like it just plain, but Ghibli memes everywhere indeed. Oh, and the other interesting thing about Nausicaa, since unlike most of the other Ghibli films, Nausicaa is a totally original story that Miyazaki came up with, but he didn't feel like the story was deep enough. He had a lot more to tell, and so he actually made a manga series, like a manga collection to finish the full-fleshed world of Nausicaa. And so very few people have read the full manga, but like that's even more dark and bloody than you would imagine from the film. So if you want to learn more about the characters and the world and get a closer look at how they survive and stuff, there's the manga. The manga was expensive on Amazon. Oh, yikes. I bet. I mean, I don't expect there to be many copies in existence nowadays, and I don't think a lot of people want it, so I can understand why it's so pricey. Oh, Yoshpet means consuming forest in their ancient language. Okay. They say the forest will swallow you up if you lose your way. Kai says she'd be waiting for us here. I wonder where she is. Oh, it's our favorite, everybody. I was just wondering. Because Waka's name is also shortened from Ushiwaka. Ushiwaka Maru. Vai Amaterasu. Ah, not that half-baked prophet again. What are you looking for now, ma chérie? I'm still looking for a you-know-what. But this cold sure is making it difficult. Difficile? Wait, that's Ushiwaka Maru, yes. Indeed. This is Ushiwaka Maru, but they shortened it to Waka for localization's sake. He's French! Again, just for this game's sake, he is French. He's not French in the original legend. Like we really care, pretty boy.
If you're gonna be dogging our tracks like this, you'd better tell us who you really are.
Who I really am?
That's right. I mean, we already know that you're up to no good.
Excuse me, but I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just looking for a certain path. You could say I'm a seeker of the eternal heavens. Ushiwaka is like your favorite legend. Oh, really? You have no idea what his story is, you just like how his name sounds. Waka's voice sounds like the text-to-speech they used for Bonzi, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll take your word for it. I'm not fully familiar with Ushiwaka Maru's story either, but from the bits I've collected, from the bits I've gathered, Ushiwaka Maru was like one of the prettiest young men to exist, and he was really talented at playing the flute, and so he was like super popular for all those reasons. But I don't exactly know what else he was known for. Oh, he's gay. No. No. He's just a pretty boy.
Aha! Now I know why you keep babbling on about a path to the heavens.
Save a clip of him talking. You'll give a Bonzi buddy example later to compare to. Oh, I mean, I have all the VODs on my YouTube, so no need to save a clip.
You're planning a wolf murder. Then you'll take Ami's place in heaven. What?
Huh? Quoi? The Ushiwaka Maru in Battle Cats keeps getting misgendered as a girl because of his hairdo, so you can see that yeah, I guess that is in line with the pretty boy lore. I'm only familiar with the Ushiwaka Maru from Hozuki's Cool-Headedness? Was that the English title? Hozuki no Reitetsu. Yeah, Hozuki's Cool-Headedness. God, that's such a good show too. If you guys love this kind of Japanese like folk tales, legendary tales, myths, while also learning about how hell operates in Buddhist practice, highly recommend that anime. Hozuki's Cool-Headedness. By that look, I take it I've hit the nail on the head. Hail on the Ned. Good job, Nana.
That also explains why you keep turning up wherever we go.
You do love learning about myths? Well then, Hozuki's Cool-Headedness might be a bit more on the religious side, but it's so funny. I cannot stress that enough.
The path to the heavens? Ah, more like a highway to you-know-where.
Highway to hell. あ、そろそろ落ちます。わかりました。ありがとうございました。お疲れ様です。またいつでも DM 待ってますんで。私からも何か話しかけられたらいいんですけど。今日はありがとうございました。また来週。You misunderstand me, my little bouncy friend. The path to the heavens I seek is not a vulgar thing such as that. My path to the heavens somewhere here in the land of Kamui. I seek a heavenly ark. Heavenly ark? That's right. In Kamui, there is a ship of iron locked in ice. I can sense it now. It is almost within my grasp. Stairway to Heaven. We're just pulling out all the music references. I just realized, is Waka the one man that survived the Ark crash? That would be some reveal. You two knows this, do you not, Amaterasu?
Hey, leave Furball out of this.
Well, I must bid you adieu. No need for any prophecies this time. Au revoir. Waka is French. French equals European. Go on with your conspiracy theory. European equals gay. Was that the extent of your conspiracy theory? I can't say I would refute that, but alright. I've been waiting for you, Amaterasu. Just, you know, you guys chatting over there with that gay guy. Did you know that Yoshpet means consuming forest? It is said that those who lose their way here can never escape. Even the monsters try to avoid the place as much as they can. Our tribe has long been entrusted with protecting this forest. That's why the entrance is sealed with the Oina crest. Recently, however, the forest's power has been weakening. So it's hard to know what might be awaiting us inside. But if we can make it deep inside the forest, we'll come to a special place. It's a secret place that humans can never reach. I had something of a connection with the place when I was small. That's why I know the way. Right, Isun? Why is he so quiet? Very uncharacteristic of Isun. There's a chance that Lika might be there. We're all depending on Amaterasu. Go, my beads of ruin, combo these weaklings. Yes, my beads of resurrection, as I remember. Why are they called that anyways? Beads of resurrection? They're very much not resurrecting. She gonna die, you bet? Nah, nobody dies for real except for the Dragon King and maybe the Queen of Nippon. But we don't talk about those things. Well, it's time to begin our expedition into the forest. Run as fast as you can. Oh, are you ready to go? It's a time trial? Oh, okay. I see what silvery means now. Let me warn you first, do not underestimate this forest, okay? The tree pollen here has the power to confuse beasts. Oh, are my controls gonna get inverted? The Oina can't stay in here long, and I doubt you can either. We got our regicide quota taken care of, no one else needs to die. One would think. There's no guarantee. None of us want to get lost in the blizzard and die out here. So make sure you follow me and don't fall behind. Pollen does that to you too, so realistic. Do you have allergies with pollen? I somehow didn't get that gene from my family. Pretty much everybody in my family has hay fever, but I just don't. I always forget that's a thing every spring until my family's like, my eyes are so itchy and my nose won't stop running and my stomach hurts, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's that time of year, huh? Sucks to suck. You just get sneezy? You get sleepy, but that's just an everyday thing. Yeah, you got some kind of something going on. You just sneeze occasionally, Minty. I guess there's something in there. Allergies are the worst. Yeah, I don't react to pollen, but I do get pretty timely reactions to house dust, so I tend to wear a face mask even when I'm cleaning inside the house. Like vacuuming and stuff. Oh, spirits of the air, earth and sea. Earth, fire, and wind. Protect us with your divine powers. Shit. Okay. Ah. Oh. Run, Amy, run. Whoa. My thumb is slipping off the thumbstick. I'm ahead of her. Yikes. Owie. I knew that was gonna happen at some point. Oh, that freezes upon contact. Alright, good to know. I was about to say, this feels pretty linear, and then there was a fork in the road. Oh, it's still going. Load zone. Ah! That hitbox was bigger than I expected. Oh, come on. It's so mean they plant those treasure chests there to distract you. Ah, damn it. Eh. Come on, ice. Yeah, this is the game where I struggle with depth perception so much. Emmy. All right, which way? You hear geese outside? It's after midnight, you dumb birds. That's so funny. At my old apartment, I remember hearing some kind of like warbler, not warbler, but like a chickadee or something. It was just so loudly chirping, but it was well past like 9 p.m. Totally dark outside, and I was like, you're not gonna find a mate if you're singing at this hour. I was like, that bird was not cut out to survive, it seems. Whoa. Come on. That's a lot of ice. Ow. These trees are like... Oh my god. I was gonna make a Harry Potter reference, but oh my god. Was that it? Ooh, okay, I guess that was it. Well, that wasn't as anxiety-inducing as I was afraid of, because, like, the digging game is so much worse. Geese equals flight migration heading south. Yeah, I guess it is that time of year, huh? It's already October. Songbirds starting up at 4. So glad you're not at the apartment anymore. That, you know, on paper that sounds lovely, but like living with that every day does sound like hell. You have geckos that keep hanging around your door at night? Aw, I love geckos. And ladybugs, aw. Ladybugs are lucky in Japanese culture. So maybe they'll bring you good gacha luck, if anything. I used to love catching geckos. Wait until Kai challenges you to a race. That's anxiety-inducing. Oh boy. I don't know if I can handle that, literally. Here we are. Well, you have been pretty lucky so far, is that right? Glad to hear that. It's been a while since I was last here, so I wondered if I'd make it. You know, after all this time, it hasn't changed one bit. Amaterasu, this place is Yashpit's little secret. Welcome to Punktown, home of the Punkles. I love that word, Punkle. Sounds like a... I would, if someone just randomly asked me what I think a Punkle is, I would have said like a variation of Tingle from the Zelda games. I'm sure Isun will tell you a lot more about it. Ah. Anyway, Kim has sensed Lika's presence here, right? If we don't find her before the Day of Darkness begins, if she doesn't perform the volcanic incantation, Kami will freeze over for good. Tingle gave you recoil? Think he gave you nightmares as a kid. Why? I mean, he does look weird, but I think he's the least nightmare fuel looking character in a Zelda game. They're really counting on you, Amaterasu. You mean like the very obviously glowy hole right there? N64 Tingle is so bad. Wait, I need to see this. Hold on. Don't send me anything, Lonnie. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a big schnoz on his face. And he's got like the kind of look on his face. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I'm glad they changed it later. This place hasn't changed a bit. Amy, the Punkle village, Punktown is in this tree stump. Too bad you're so big. I'm sure you'd like to go in there and chat with the locals. Suddenly, the mallet, how convenient. Hey, isn't that... Yeah, it's the lucky mallet! What's it doing here? Wow, this really feels like Minish Cap. We're in a tree stump with a tiny village of... tiny people? A mushroom! I mean, if that's what you wanted it to be. Don't tell me it wants to repay you for your kindness. Wind Waker Tingle has the benefit of the cartoon art style. Yeah, for sure. Like, they gave him an actual smiley face rather than, like, a creeper pedo face. Isun quick transform into a Deku? I don't know if he's cool enough for that. Who knew tools could be so loyal? I guess you could visit Punktown if you were smaller. Well, Furball, you gonna go in or what? Yeah, let's take a peek, see if we can save. Really? Well, I suppose you could ask the villagers about Lika. But you'll have to go by yourself. I ain't going in there. This slick helmet of mine could get ruined in such a gloomy place. If you say so, I guess. There's gotta be some golden hair around here. I was about to say, yeah, instead of All Might, what if Easton took a bite out of Amy's fur and that's what causes him to transform? Alright. I'm already excited at the sight of the giant mushrooms. Aww. Gosh, this game has so many more environments than I expected. It's so cute. Except he transforms into his worst fear. A woman. Nah, man, that's like his wet dream. You're kidding me? If he turns into a woman, he's gonna be staring and touching his boobs all day. Do you love dinky ass music? I was thinking the same thing. This is very goofy. Goofy, whimsy music. Yeah, this is great. It's so fitting. Why did Easton call this place so gloomy? It looks absolutely whimsical. There's a waterfall and a stag beetle for a marquee. They do have paintbrushes though. I can only assume this is where Easton came from. Maybe he doesn't like shrooms. I think this is actually Easton's village and he doesn't want to run into people he's familiar with. Besides the camera, the game visually aged like fine wine sometimes. I guess so, but you also have to take into account that this is the HD remaster version on the Switch 2 that has 4K capabilities. They're all gonna call him a pervert and slam the door in his face. You know what? Yeah, you might be right. That's totally true. PS2 version still looks good. I believe it. I mean, PS2 did have pretty cutting-edge visuals at the time. Whoops. Well, we're well past 3 hours. Some of y'all need to go to bed, and I'm kind of craving ramen at this point, so this will be my stopping point. We can just listen to the dinky music as we close out. This is a good place for Amy to nap. That's true. There's no Eason yapping into her ear. There's no snow to make her cold. And there's plenty of serene mushrooms and fireflies, what I assume, glowing around. This is like the best place for her to nap. Does anyone have PS5 links they want to share? I don't know if I do. I was gonna offer to add you to my PS5 friend list, but I don't remember what my username was. I'm trying to see if I can find my information somewhere. ZZ therapy time? No. Nah, I think we're good for now. Yeah, I can't find my PS5 ID at the moment, but not coming back to ZZZ until your robot husband is here. Are you talking about the monk? Or the pretty chakram lady? Okay. For some reason, I did want to mention the robot guy, because for some reason people have found out his name already. They've been calling him Banyue. Banuye. I don't know how they got this information, unless it was like from a leak. But they've been calling him Banyue. Oh, bye Silvery, thanks so much for sticking around. I hope to see you next week, unless my art challenge takes up time or something. There we go. Alright. Minty, or anyone else that cares, this is my PS5, my PlayStation Network username, so whoop. My bad. I forgot I bound the scene. I had a hotkey for this scene switch, but if you want to search me by PS Network username, feel free to type that in. Send me a request. You'll be my you'll be the second person on my friend list there. Send the request after stream. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting. That way, I think if you do end up getting Monster Hunter Wilds, then we should be able to see each other as through the PlayStation Network. Wilds or Rice. Sorry. Yeah, I keep saying Wilds, but start with Rise. That'll get your feet wet, and you can pick out a weapon you like. And then later on, if you decide to play Wilds, then we should be able to quickly link up because now we will have each other in the friend list, is what I'm trying to say. You have PC Rise, so you can help too. Oh yeah. Thank God for multi-platform gaming. But you can count on me for all the tanking since I have the gun lance. So you need my PSN too, or can you see them in game? Oh, for Lonnie, they're on computer, so that'll be a separate thing from PlayStation Network, unless Lonnie has a PS Network name. There are gun lances? Yeah, yes, we've talked about this before. There are plenty of gun lances to play with. One of my favorites. I didn't play Gunlance in Rise, though, so I can't really attest to that, but Gunlance is pretty solid in Wilds. I love it. Alright, I see people trickling out. That's totally fine. Thank you guys so much for sticking and watching me suffer. This was a bumpy start to a stream. Do you guys want to hear a funny story before we wrap up, or shall we just call it a night since it's so much later? Story time? Well, Lonnie's a night owl, so... Story time! Children, gather around, sit crisscross applesauce, it's story time! Okay, this is fitting for the dinky-ass music, I think. So, quick story time then. Yesterday, CB, my husband, and I went to our favorite cafe for lunch, as we usually do on weekends. But it was decently busy for some reason. So we managed to find a spot, had lunch, and he was in the driver's seat with his seat kinda tilted back because he likes to relax while he's driving. So he was like leaning backwards, and I was in the passenger seat as we were about to pull backwards out from the parking spot to leave. But that's when I noticed there was a cute little Anya sticker, like a car decal on the white SUV parked next to us. It was on his side. And I was like, oh, hi Anya. And CB was like, oh yeah, look at that, it's Anya, because we both like Spy Family. But he was like, why is she crying? And from his confusion, I was like, maybe he's misunderstanding the highlights in her eyes or something, because I was like, that is very much the excited waku waku expression from Anya. She goes like, waku waku. That's her excited meme face. And I was like, what do you mean? She's not crying. Those white dots on her irises, that's just highlights on her eyes. But CB was super confused and was just like, no, there's like tears streaming down her cheeks. She's clearly upset. And I was like, even more confused because There were no tears on her cheeks. It was like just blush and sparkly diamond shapes in her eyes. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I had him roll down the window just in case like the smudges from the dust on his car was making him see things, but he still was like, no, that's definitely tears like rolling down her cheeks. And I leaned over closer to him, and that's when I realized this was a holographic shifting car decal with two expressions. So from my angle, from my angle, I could see dead on the excited Anya expression. But from his angle, leaning back, he could see the crying expression. So we were gaslighting each other over a sticker, and we were both right. Anya sticker almost caused a divorce. Yeah! The minute I leaned over and realized that slight flicker in the art, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god, it's a changing sticker. We're dumb. This is so dumb. We've been trolled by a sticker. Who the fuck leans back driving, though? It's not like full-on lean. He just kind of has he just kind of has his backrest lower than I would have usually. CB is like a super relaxed driver. He never has two hands on the wheel at any given drive. Unless it's like blizzard outside. You also saw an Anya car sticker today, but it wasn't as confusing. I would hope so. God, we were bamboozled by a stupid sticker. Husband guy would have you clutching the seat in distress, yeah. Only need one hand to get where we're going. If you say so, husband guy. Lonnie saw one in the car, but some other anime chick, and the alt version is them in a bikini. Figures. Sounds about right. I had a holographic sticker too, but it was Kakashi. It was Kakashi from Naruto, but he was like, in one iteration he had his book in his hand, and the other iteration was him doing the Raikiri Jutsu. The Thunder Cutter. So yeah, that was a dumb little sitcom moment between the gamer couple. Well, I suppose that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. The D-Gen duo, there you go. Man, Minty always with the naming. So good. I don't know how you do it. Yeah, unless my Pokemon art challenge falls behind schedule, I shall be back next week on Indigenous Peoples Day. Boy, I love it when my stream days fall on a holiday. Mondays do tend to be holidays. Years of practice. You know, tears of practice also works. I believe it. Yeah, I can't wait for my 3-day weekend. But anyways, if you guys haven't seen my posts for October, they're pretty much on all my socials, save for Facebook. So if you go to HoYoLab, TikTok, or YouTube, you'll see the time-lapse clips. If you go to my Blue Sky, you'll just get the picture with a link to those videos, and on Tumblr I have both the video and the picture. So pick your poison. It's going pretty well so far. I'm having fun with it, as I did a couple years ago. Hope you're off Monday, or at least get off early. I hope so too. Good luck with that. Who uses Facebook? People from my high school, my parents, and other boomers, and lonely white people living in Midwest American states. Old people, basically, yeah. Yeah, for real. I can hardly get any reactions on my art posts over on my Facebook page. Ridiculous. But wish me luck with the art challenge. And good luck to Minty too with your art challenge if you decide to do one. Alright. Until next week, same time, same day, please take care of yourself and have a good week, alright? Watang